You just woke up at 6:12 a.m. on a Tuesday to the sound of your phone buzzing with a news alert. Amazon's latest foray into AI has sparked a heated debate about the future of economic dominance. As someone who's invested a significant portion of their portfolio in Amazon, you can't help but feel a sense of trepidation. You got $2,143,000 riding on this, and the thought of it keeps you up at night. You try to shake off the feeling and get out of bed, but your mind is already racing with worst-case scenarios. As you scroll through the news, you come across an article about the upcoming EC Phase 2026 conference, where industry leaders will be discussing the next big thing in e-commerce. You remember that Amazon is set to make a major announcement about its AI-powered shopping platform, and you can't help but wonder what this means for your investments. You got a spreadsheet named freedom_v14.xlsx that you've been using to track your finances, and you start to feel a sense of unease as you think about the potential risks. You try to push the thoughts aside and focus on the potential benefits, but it's hard to shake off the feeling of uncertainty. You start to think about the potential applications of AI in e-commerce and how it could disrupt the entire industry. You read about Odyssey, a startup that's just raised $529 million to develop AI-powered solutions for businesses. You start to wonder if Amazon's investment in AI will pay off, or if it will be a costly mistake. You think about the potential consequences of AI replacing human jobs and how it could impact the economy as a whole. You start to feel a sense of overwhelm as you try to wrap your head around the complexity of it all. As you continue to read about the latest developments in AI, you start to feel a sense of FOMO, fear of missing out. You think about all the other investors who are pouring money into AI startups, and you wonder if you're missing out on a potential gold rush. You start to feel a sense of pressure to make a decision, to either double down on your Amazon investments or diversify your portfolio. You think about the potential risks and rewards, and you start to feel a sense of anxiety as you weigh your options. You decide to take a break and clear your head. You go for a walk outside, trying to shake off the feeling of unease that's been building up inside you. As you walk, you start to think about the potential consequences of Amazon's AI ambitions. You think about the potential benefits, such as increased efficiency and productivity, but you also think about the potential risks, such as job displacement and increased inequality. You start to feel a sense of uncertainty, and you wonder what the future holds. As you continue your walk, you start to think about the potential impact of AI on your personal life. You think about how it could change the way you work, the way you interact with others, and the way you live your daily life. You start to feel a sense of excitement, but also a sense of fear. You wonder if you're ready for the changes that AI will bring, and you start to think about what you need to do to prepare yourself. You think about the potential benefits of upskilling and reskilling, and you start to feel a sense of determination. You start to think about the potential consequences of Amazon's AI ambitions on a global scale. You think about how it could impact the economy, the environment, and society as a whole. You start to feel a sense of overwhelm, and you wonder if anyone is truly prepared for the changes that AI will bring. You think about the potential risks and benefits, and you start to feel a sense of uncertainty. You wonder if the benefits of AI will be shared equally, or if they will be concentrated in the hands of a few. As you continue to think about the potential consequences of Amazon's AI ambitions, you start to feel a sense of unease. You wonder if you've made a mistake by investing in Amazon, and if you should diversify your portfolio. You think about the potential risks and benefits, and you start to feel a sense of uncertainty. You wonder if you're just a small cog in a much larger machine, and if your investments will make a difference in the grand scheme of things. You start to feel a sense of disillusionment, and you wonder if the pursuit of wealth and status is truly worth it. You start to think about the potential consequences of your own actions and how they might impact your relationships with others. You think about your friends and family and how they might be affected by your investments. You start to feel a sense of guilt, and you wonder if you've been selfish in your pursuit of wealth. You think about the potential benefits of using your wealth to make a positive impact, and you start to feel a sense of purpose. You wonder if you can use your investments to drive positive change, and if you have a responsibility to do so. As you continue to reflect on your actions, you start to feel a sense of clarity. You realize that you have the power to make a positive impact, and that your investments can be a force for good. You think about the potential benefits of using your wealth to drive positive change, and you start to feel a sense of purpose. You wonder if you can use your investments to make a difference in the world, and if you have a responsibility to do so. You start to feel a sense of determination, and you realize that you have the power to create the future you want. You start to think about the potential consequences of Amazon's AI ambitions and how they might impact the world. You think about the potential benefits, such as increased efficiency and productivity, but you also think about the potential risks, such as job displacement and increased inequality. You start to feel a sense of uncertainty, and you wonder if anyone is truly prepared for the changes that AI will bring. You think about the potential benefits of using AI to drive positive change, and you start to feel a sense of hope. You wonder if AI can be a force for good, and if it can help to create a better future for all. If that made you laugh, hit subscribe. New funny finance videos every day.